Whatever you think I am not that. I am solely a consciousness expressing itself through this vessel. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Meezy Mill, back today with some more knowledge. And look, today is gonna be a serious video because I got some real shit to talk about. Now, it's October 1st right now. Y'all might not be seeing this for a few days because I gotta go to work. You feel me? I hate that shit, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to support your family and shit. But look, my family is getting sick. And I want to tell y'all, and I'm talking about December 21st. So look, it's in a few months, right? It's already October, and food is going away. People are getting sick already. It's not because of the fucking coronavirus. It's because of your vibrations. If you have low vibrations, the earth is going to kick you out, bro. The earth is literally about to start chewing people up and spitting them out the earth. Because look, if you're on a low vibration and the earth is about to go to a fifth dimension level, this is where I came from. I came from the fifth dimension. That's where there's no fear, there's no pain, there's no anguish, there's no fear, none of that. It's literally you're in your light body, right? Your true form, your light body, which is a non-shapeless, non-flammable gas that you are. Your soul, your spirit, whatever you want to call it, right? So you're in this fifth dimension. It's lighter consciousness, or it's not physical. It's not really that physical. So you're in this thing where whatever your mind is thinking, you can literally transform into that. So let's say that you're in a dream and you're on the fourth dimension. Now you can see certain colors, you can see certain things, but once you get to the fifth dimension, the fear, like whenever you in fourth dimension you have a dream, you can have a fear. You can be afraid of things. Things can scare you. But when you're in the fifth dimension, there's no such thing as that. You feel me? So look, if we're on the third dimension right now where there's physical existence, there's pain, there's anguish, there's destruction, termination, and it's really governed by fear at this point. The creator, God, whatever you want to call it, is literally saying, no, this is not me. Because look, the way that the word has operated is antichrist, right? And antichrist does not mean against Christ. Now, if you translate the word anti, it does mean against in the English language. But the very first translations of anti meant one who was in a place of God. So whenever you talk about antichrist, this is where if you believe in God that is in the Bible, then you are the antichrist. And that's because the ones who are in control of religion, those who are in control of these things like that, they govern you with not only they do govern you with fear, but they're in control or in the place of God, as in the sun, right? We got the sun, the stars, the moon, and the religion is in the place of that, which means that it is the Antichrist. So if you worship those things, you worship the devil or you worship Satan. That's where the mindset comes from. Okay, so once you get there, God is getting rid of everything that is not God. So if you are not on the level of God, aka you're not on high vibration, aka you're eating lower animalistic things such as foods like chicken, if you're eating a lot of meat, you're not going to survive. Now, I don't want to say everybody's going to pass out like flies, but people are really going to be going through shit, and people are going through hell. Like, I'm telling you, my family is already going through it, and it's October 1st, bro. Rest in peace, my dad. You feel me? It's been 7 years, and I'm just now realizing what's going on. He used to tell me shit like, your mind is a terrible thing to waste, and shit like that. And that's why I put that on my Teespring, my merch and shit. But that's a whole different lesson, a whole different story. But once I began to get into the point of intelligence and intellect and spirituality, I realized that it's all the same thing. That's what the earth is knowledge. Everything is here for knowledge. You feel me? So the whole point of this earth is to gain intelligence and increase your spirituality. And everything that's not that, it is a distraction, okay? So if you're watching a lot of news, if you out here going to play sports, like, you want to know how deep it is? The sports system is literally still going on after they corona everything. After they tell you that you can't go outside, you can't do this, you can't do that, but they still got sports and they got virtual people on the screens. Like, do y'all not see anything wrong with that? if the coronavirus is really that real, why do they have sports? Why do they still have all these entertainment services so that they can distract people? It's that simple. It's all a distraction, and they want you to not be able to be in your spirituality. So look, December 21st is when the winter solstice is coming, right? So that means that the sun will reach its lowest point, aka the sun will die after it gets bit by the scorpion, right? So once it gets to this point, it's going to be at the very lowest, right? It's going to be December 21st. And then from December 21st to the December 24th, it's most likely going to be complete darkness. Or in spirituality, it's going to be complete darkness. Now, what that means is it's going to be a lot of bullshit. Like, a lot of low vibrational activities are going to happen. And December 25th is when the resurrection happens, or is when God is going to come back. Now, it tells you this shit in the Bible. It says all kinds of shit about the New World Order, and that's really what's happening right now. Even Hitler was talking about this. You feel me? So they've been knowing this shit for thousands of years, but yet whenever it really pairs and you talk to somebody in the Christian faith, they tell you that the stars and shit is the devil. The reason they tell you that is because if you pay attention to the stars, you will have the same intelligence as they do. And if you have the same intelligence that they do, you can be able to prepare yourself. You can be able to be ready for the things that are going to happen, right? So they don't want you to be ready for the things that are happening because the government is going to fold. I've been telling y'all this for a while. I've been telling y'all all of this shit, but y'all motherfuckers just choose not to listen or something. But look, like I said, the government's about to fold, and obviously it's built on lies. I literally made hella videos on it of how the government is built on lies. Like, everything you learned pretty much was a lie. So now we're in the age of Aquarius. We're transforming into the age of Aquarius, where intellect and knowledge is being more easily accessible. So that's what I am. So it's like 2 times for me. Like, and it does make sense now, but at first I didn't understand it. But now it's more like I'm the brain and the brain. So I'm here to learn about my spirituality, and I'm here to express my spirituality and give that same knowledge to other people, aka the water bearer, aka the person who pours the spirituality on people, right? So with this being said, now you know that you're supposed to be getting your knowledge. You know you're supposed to be out in the sun. You know you're supposed to be vibing on a high level. And if you aren't doing that, that's because of you. Now, I want to tell you, a lot of people, like even me, I still don't tell my family about everything as far as spirituality and religion, because if I tell them and they are so deep into their religion that it's going to bounce off and affect me. So I just don't even communicate with them as far as spirituality and religion. I just stay by myself, because I know that if they tell me shit and I tell them shit, then they're just going to stay in their religion and do whatever the fuck they think that is right, because they've been living on that so long. So if you are going to school, if you have to do things like that, or if your family doesn't really care about you, well, not care about you, but your family is very strong on religion, just try to stay to yourself, because this is a very important time in the year. You got to pay attention to how you feel. You got to pay attention to what your vibration is. I've been telling y'all this for so long, bro. And it's October. Bro, it's a few months. You got a few months to get right. Start eating right. If you can't right now, bro, food is going out. So you got to, eat grass. Like, literally, you don't need to do anything besides eat the sun. Literally, bro. Sit outside and consume as much sun as you can, because that's the energy that you need. You got to think about it. You have the same chemical makeup as a plant. So the same thing a plant does is literally the same thing that you have to do in order to survive. All right? Now, y'all need to really start paying attention and start protecting yourselves, man. And it's your boy, Measy Mel, and I'm out.